All right, family, welcome back to another video. In this one, we got Leona's Defensive War. So I wanted to record this because the last time it came around, I don't think I ever really got a chance to record on it. I can't remember, actually, so it's been a little bit. But I wanted to record it last time, and I don't know if I got a chance to. But this time, I want to just go over it because I do understand it more. The last time this happened, I literally just started up again, so I didn't understand what was going on. But now that I get how to play, I actually don't mind this mode, really. It's kind of fun. So what you do here, if you don't know how to play, is you just basically pick units, and based on the ultimate level, you're going to get these coins for the defensive war that you can purchase, or not purchase, but, use to purchase items and everything like that. And you do want to just kind of make a team that can go in and crush most, if not all, the stages. And what I mean by that is basically pick a very, very powerful team, which is humans, and you should be able to do a pretty, you should be able to do good. You don't have to even really go to level 100 in this mode. You just really need enough to get the shop, items that you want, or clear it out completely. So you don't even really need to go that far. It's kind of just like, can you do it? And, kind of doing it just for enjoyment purposes. But anyway, you do want one strong team, maybe like a second strong team if you're not confident in your first one. And then your third, typically, I think you just want units that are super high level that will give you, actually, let me change this, because does it really matter if you're LR? I can't remember. I don't think it matters if you're LR. I think I think it just matters about I think it just matters about the dupe. So let's just put, you now can use LRs, which is super good. Super good. You can use LRs in this mode. They changed that. I don't know why they even had that as a restriction in the first place, but whatever. You can use LRs, and that is going to be super helpful for people because maybe your best teams only really consist of LRs. So yeah, very, very good that they changed that. I'm going to go in with a human team. This is what I'm rocking here. I did see a little bit of, people using this human team, various different teams, by the way. You don't have to use a human team. You can use various different teams. So we're going to go in, and then here, once you get to this screen, you get to choose the three teams that you want, like which one of the three. Obviously, again, you just want to go in with your strongest team, kind of move cards around. I was watching Amazin's video. He said if you put them, I think on the far right, you have a better chance of getting their cards or something like that. So I'm going to just stick with what he said because he knows what he's talking about. But yeah, so I'm going in like this. And then the other two teams you don't really need to worry about. They're just here to get you your coins. So once you get inside of the Leona's defense, you're going to have these slots here for equipment. So we can just go ahead and draw random equipment. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. So let's keep drawing. Now you want to just watch what you're getting, because if you get equipment that you don't want, you can actually just go ahead and sell it. So the premise is you want to build your characters with what they give you. So right now, all we got are kind of useless items. So what we're going to do is we're going to sell them, get rid of them, and then you can also merge them as well. So if you get one of the same type, you can merge it into it, and it gives you this orange equipment. That just means it's stronger. It doesn't necessarily mean anything too crazy. It just means it's stronger. So I got rid of all the worthless equipment, and then again, you just want to watch what you're getting, kind of build out your units, whichever build you want to give them. Personally, I just still stick with attack and defense for my characters, but if you're not confident in the the tanking or whatever of your units, you can still go with the HP defense. It doesn't really matter. So you get these round buffs too that you can get by going into the shop and buying them. So these round buffs will start obviously at the start of round, and then they do have round limits. So you have to be mindful of that. But yeah, so it's basically the premise of this little startup mode. You just basically want to make sure that you're giving your units what they need in order to maximize. Sometimes it's out of your control. There's legitimately nothing you can do about it, so don't feel too bad. I'm actually going to give this attack and crit to Merlin and Escanor here, and we're just going to continue to draw. We're going to sell whatever we get and we can't use, so that's good. So for the defense, I don't really need this, so we're just gonna get rid of it. And you can play however you want. There's different ways to play it. Some people play it much differently, but anyway, once you go to round 20 and 40, you'll be able to lock these slots as well. I think you can only link up, because you can link equipment, that's how you get your bonus effects. I think you can only link up 3. I can't remember. I think it's a max of 3, but anyway, I'm not going to do the whole Leonis Defense War. I kind of just want to give a brief overview and explanation of the mode. So you don't fight, you kind of just watch. You can also skip. You don't have to watch all of this. Like if you just skip it, that, you know, you don't have to just sit through all of this. So I would prefer to skip. I think I would recommend a lot of people to just skip it, to be honest. There's no real reason to watch unless you just want to see your units crush the enemy, but you know, to each their own. So then once you win a match, sometimes you'll get like these boosts and stuff, and you know, they're called overhauls. They're just basically boosts to your team and, you know, everything like that. Basically just buffs and stuff. Nothing too crazy. Random ultimate level move up. Nothing too concerned about there. So there you see I actually won a couple of coins from that match. So we just keep going. Now I would just keep going. Again, you can skip it until I get to like a round, I would say, where I'm starting to really lose. Don't go too crazy starting next rounds. Just go until the round you think that you're oh, like I was struggling on that, I might have to get some coins, right? Or set it up like every 5 rounds you go and get equipment, you go and get some buffs, right? You know, just kind of save up your points. Don't go too crazy. Let's see what we get here. So we get some funding. Now these are nice too, because sometimes they will give you random coins, which really helps with this, because once you go further and further, the equipment does start to really matter. It does really start to matter. But I actually like this mode. I think this was a very thought out. I don't know how it was in the beginning, so I'm not going to go too crazy, but I feel like the mode itself was pretty thought out. Again, the LR part, like they didn't allow you to use LRs. I don't get that part, because you do want to actually use the strongest characters. So them restricting LRs is funny. That's kind of like if you went into PvP and they restricted LRs. Like, why would you do that? Right? Like, that could be a fun thing though for PvP, like restricting certain, you know, rarities. Because imagine they restrict like starting UR characters. You couldn't use like Gother, you couldn't use Lancelot, Tristan, blah blah blah. Like that would be crazy. But will they do that? Probably not. We'll see. All right, so now you see we got 303 coins, and I did take a little bit of damage there, unfortunately. The way you level up, I believe it's based on your equipment, if I'm not mistaken. So we can actually get rid of these. We don't need any of that. And then again, I think it's based on your actual equipment is how you level up. So yeah, right, let's do this. Right, can we merge? For some reason I thought we could merge. Okay, well, we can't merge. They're just connected. So you see this link, and now we have the crit damage plus 10. That's what I mean. So I think you can link up to 3, and I think that's the max, but we'll find out. But yeah, you can link up, and then that's when you start to get the bonuses. So you do want to plan accordingly to, like, you know, what you're doing and everything like that. All right, so can we get rid of this, please? Thank you. So we'll give engine this attack. Well, actually no. Because you can't pick, so that's the one thing too. I don't think there's any substats in this mode. So actually giving engine the attack might not be the best. I feel like actually I might do this for engine and give him HP. I think I might do the same thing with our girl Rio, because they really are pierce heavy, and to be honest, you're not really gonna be able to do much with pierce in this mode, so I don't think it's going to be worth it. Okay, so you see now that we have the 2 set crit damage 10, because both of these are orange, we're getting 20% to our crit damage. So this is where you can start to decide, do you want to merge? Because again, you can merge the same color. This is where you're going to have to start to decide, do you want to merge this to make another rarity, or do you want to keep 2 of these out until round 20 and then just keep the plus 20 crit damage? Like, then you have to decide, okay, which is better. And then that's when it starts to get real, like, okay, maybe I should start conserving, maybe I should start really thinking about you know, what it is I want to do. So okay, there we go. Roxy has attack. And again, I do believe the equipment does decide your overall level, like on how you level up in this mode. So let's get rid of those. Boom, boom, boom. So again, you get a lot of useless equipment, unfortunately. So there we go. Okay, so we got engine, some HP. We get rid of this. Okay, we move this over here because now I'm going to link up the HP here. So now we get the plus 5% for engine. We get a little bit of a boost. We get rid of that. And then once they're at a good enough level, the only thing is we don't have anyone really that is going to be able to heal us. So that's going to be unfortunate. So let's give this actually to Merlin and Escanor here. Boom, bada bing. So now, okay, it's still plus 20, but the attack just went up. Okay, so every rarity change basically increases the bonus you get. I got you. Boom, 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 boom. We do this, just making Escanor and Merlin overall super strong, just making them very, very strong. Let's do one more. Okay, so let's go to the shop. I haven't shown the shop, so let's actually go to the shop right here. Now, since we don't have anyone to heal us, I do want to refresh, and I want to get buffs or passive skills or whatever that heal. That's what I want. I want ones that are able to actually heal us. So this will increase our max HP, but it's not actually going to heal, so I don't really want that. Again, we just want stuff that's going to give us some HP because we don't have any healers. And we didn't get any, unfortunately, but I still think we're okay. I don't think we're going to really be in much trouble. Again, you can come in here with a healer like Naziance. You can come in here with LR Elizabeth because she also heals, depending on the team setup you run. You know, there's just a couple of units you can run in here that'll actually be helpful as far as support goes, but I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna focus on damage to kind of speed run it, see how far we can get. But again, that's why I want those passive skills to heal us, because that's gonna be very, very big for you know, for our survivability. If we had LR Beatrice and Subaru, or someone who gives a second life, right, to characters, it would be super, super easy. Let's go ahead and let's just keep increasing the level. I think I'm actually going to increase Roxy, because she's our second damage, like strongest damage dealer, I feel like. Let's draw equipment. Actually, let's keep trying to search for this heal. So they keep giving me this buff. When a hero uses a stance or buff skill, fortunately we don't have anyone that does that. 5% of max HP per buff. I guess Engine does buff himself, so we can actually give this to Engine. That would be pretty good. I don't know. Buffer stance. Okay, so they do really are heavy with these buffs or stance. So I guess if you bring someone with a buff and stance, they're going to be really good, because then they'll be able to actually get that little effect there. It sucks that none of our characters have a buffer stance, but it is what it is. You see, the damage that they're doing is negligible. There's no way they're really going to be able to... Well, they are doing some damage right there, huh? It's not like they weren't doing any damage. Also, Rio and Engine have that, you know, second life mechanic too, so they'll be okay, relatively. They shouldn't be in much danger. Sorry, I'm texting my my fiance here. I don't think that we have to worry too much. Like even against boss like this, I think we should be okay. Now I could be eating my own words here, so let's see. Because he's not really taking damage, so I mean we could be in a little bit of trouble. We could be. Let's see. Okay, so he procced the second life. He just straight up killed Roxy. Oh, well, we did lose there. So, I don't know. Maybe that wasn't a good play. I mean, I'm pretty sure Escanor and Merlin are just going to kill them themselves. But, yeah, maybe that wasn't the smartest play, right? To do... Oh, okay. We actually lost. So, I lost 20 rounds in. Wow. I definitely could have played that smarter, but it is what it is. That's actually kind of perfect because the video isn't that long. So yeah, I'll just wrap it up there, but you guys get the main gist of it. I was kind of talking / speed running it a little bit, so I'm gonna definitely redo this. You can revive one hero. That's funny. Like, why did you do that? Okay, whatever, we'll revive Escanor and Merlin. But either way, this will be your boy DevSign. Now, actually, wait, before I get out of here, let's look at the shop, because I didn't go over that. So the shop, we have all of this stuff in here. Nothing too crazy. This shop isn't normally like that great, but it does have a few you know, a few things that you can use. And then obviously the main thing is the legendary seals here. So, okay, I'm actually going to try, and because I do want those legendary seals. So I'm actually going to try after this recording to beat this. But yeah, this will be your boy Dev signing out. Thanks for watching. I hope you all have a beautiful and blessed rest of your day.